Hello children, today we are going to do exercise 1.2. Okay, example number 1. State whether the following statements are true or false and justify your answer. Every irrational number is a real number. So we know that real number includes both rational and irrational number. Okay, in the definition I told you what is real number. The real number is a set of it includes both rational and irrational number. So every rational number is a real number, so that is true, as collection of rational and irrational number is a real number. Second question, every point on a number line is of the form root m, where m is a natural number. Now what are they saying? That whenever you represent a number line, on that number line all the numbers can be expressed in the form of root m. So that is false, because on a number line there are infinite numbers on a number line. Between root 2 and root 3 there cannot be represented in form of root m. There are infinite numbers, and many numbers are there which cannot be represented in the form of root m, where m is a natural number. Now see question number 3. Every real number is an irrational number. So real number includes both rational and irrational. So real number can be rational also and irrational also. They are telling that it is only irrational, so that will be false. Why? Because real numbers can be rational also, as it includes rational as well as irrational. Now example number 2. Are the square root of all positive integers irrational? If not, give an example of square root of number that is a rational number. So square roots of all positive integers are not irrational. The square root of all the positive integers are not irrational. Here you can see root 4. Root 4 is equal to 2. And 2 is rational. 2 can be written in the P upon Q form, that is 2 upon 1. So it is rational. So that means here see root 4 is irrational. Same way you can take root 9. Root 9 equal to 3. It is rational. Okay. So all square root of all the numbers are not irrational. Okay. So that means the statement is given to you is in the statement you are asked whether all the square root are rational or not, or irrational or not. The square root of all positive integers are not irrational, and this is the example. Now next example, you have to represent root 5 on the number line. Okay, so how we will represent? First of all, you have to draw a ray. Okay, the origin, take point O which corresponds to 0. Take point B at 2 unit distance. See, this is 1 unit, this is 2 unit. At 2 unit distance you have to take point B. At this point B you have to draw line segment AB such that line segment AB is equal to 1 unit. Okay, you have to draw this line segment of 1 unit. Okay, now join this line segment with origin, that is O. Okay, now you have to take a rounder, keep the rounder point on O and pencil point on A and draw an arc which cuts OB at C. This point C, this OC represents root 5. Now how is it? Let us see the explanation. To represent root 5 on the number line, take OB equal to 2 units. See, I have taken OB equal to 2 units. Now OB equal to 2 units, draw AB perpendicular to OB. So here I have drawn AB which is perpendicular to OB. Perpendicular means it makes 90-degree angle here. Okay, perpendicular to OB at B such that AB is equal to 1 unit. I have taken this AB as 1 unit. Okay, this is suppose 1 unit, this is 1 unit, 1 plus 1, 2, and this I have taken as 1 unit. Now by Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem, what does it state? In a right angle triangle, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of squares of remaining two sides. The hypotenuse is OA. So what is OA square? OA square is equal to AB square plus OB square. So I have written OA square is equal to AB square plus OB square. Now AB we have taken as 1 unit. OB we have taken as 2 unit. So 1 square plus 2 square. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4. 4 plus 1, that is 5. The OA square is 5. So OA is equal to root 5. To remove the square, we have to take the square root. So this OA will be root 5. Now when we take root 5 as radius and draw an arc, it will cut at a distance of root 5. So this distance from O to B, it will be root 5. So here OA is equal to root 5. Taking O as center and radius OA equal to root 5, draw an arc. We have taken OA as radius and we have drawn an arc which cuts OB at C, and this distance OC equal to root 5. So OC equal to root 5.